Guys, GT Bosses is one of the best teams on the game, and I don't know what to do with myself. For so long, I have been hyping up GT Bosses, my GOAT AGL Omega Shenron. I've been hyping this man up since he came out.
We do not care.
In with the buffs of TEQ SYN, STR Omega, join forces, Shenron Dragons. These guys are them. They are them. And I am me, and we are us. That's just it. Listen, he has a 50% chance to crit, a 50% chance to launch additional super attack, 40% DR turn 1, and if we get 7 key spheres, we get up to 350% attack and defense. Mind you, I'm just going to summarize all this together because I'm not going to read everything individually. If we get 7 or more key spheres, we get a 40% damage reduction, a 50% crit plus the 50%. We get a 100% chance to crit, launch additional super attack, and attacked enemies attack and defense goes down for 2 turns. That guy, this guy is absolutely chef's kiss. He's only on 3 categories, so that's kind of a
garbage
STR Omega Shenron. At first I was like, yeah, he's kind of mid, but I got to really breaking it down. He's really him. Full power GT bosses get a 40% attack. All enemies attack down 40%. Per extreme class ally attack in the same turn, self-excluded. Y'all told me about that. If it says self-excluded, that means it doesn't count you, but if it doesn't say it means you got to count yourself. So we get a 40% DR and a attack and defense, basically 20%, well, 200% on me. When there's another full power GT bosses category ally attack in the same turn, attack and defense 150. And then we launch additional. And then just how Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in that last slot, you get a boost of that attack. That's kind of the same thing with him. So we want to put him in the last slot, and he's going to gain so much attack and defense, I can't even sleep. And last but not least, we got the Legion of Shadow Dragons. All right, so they get a 7% damage reduction for GT or extreme class allies on the team. So we're just gonna say GT can run a full GT team. That's 6 of them, not counting themselves. That's a 42% damage reduction. And then all allies, because we're gonna run an extreme team, we're gonna get attack and defense 17%, attack and defense 154% with 18 or more key, and then with 24 key, we have a 77% chance to crit. And when the target enemies in the following status, attack down, key plus 7, attack 77%. So when I tell you this, and I finish up and I wrap things up like they're supposed to be, GT bosses are the fucking greatest. And did I even mention, listen, did I even mention that I have my GOAT Omega Shenron that's gonna be with us during this time? I don't think I did. I don't think I mentioned that, because if I would have mentioned that, that would have put the icing on the cake for how fire my team actually is here. So let me go ahead and run up this intro, man, because that's how I'm feeling this morning. It's 1:57 a.m. right now. I'm getting things out. They're like, damn, bro, you upload a lot. I am gonna upload a lot. Don't even worry about it. I'm out. I'm in grind mode. I'm putting in that work, baby. Couple different domains. They gave me both of my Shenron's first turn, which is fine. So I'm gonna pop the active with him, so that way on turn 4, when he pops up, he'd be ready for another domain as well. So here's what I like about this. One thing for sure is that Goku has unarmed super attacks. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna try to fist us. And the beautiful thing about Omega is that he can nullify and counter, and if we beneath 70% HP, then we're guaranteed to nullify and counter with tremendous power. So I think we're doing pretty good here. I want to pop the active, and that's what I'm gonna do, right? So I'm gonna pop the active here. This is how I want to plan out what I'm about to do with this Shenron team. Is I brought SYN Shenron here because he's type advantage, and I kind of worry about Omega Shenron because he's currently type disadvantage to this Goku. But I feel like this was the best place to be, considering that we are he does do unarmed super attacks, so we're gonna be able to hold it down. All right, hold it down. So you know what happens when we got the domain. You know, Earth protecting heroes, fuse fighters, GT heroes, and then GT bosses. Well, actually, we can do additional 10% for those categories. And GT bosses, Inhumanities, power absorption, attack 25%. Super class enemies and allies increase their damage by 20%. All right, you know, Nova Shenron has a chance to, well, not a chance. He counters Ki Blast super attack for the first 4 turns, and then the 5th turn he has a 70% chance after that. But there's no Ki Blast super attacks here, so we're gonna just look at the defense. 192, 376, 376. Let me go ahead and grab 8 key spheres. So what that's gonna do for me, 442. Look at that, 247 and 442 as well. So we're gonna do us grab a little something here. I'm gonna grab another rainbow key sphere because that's gonna bring him to a additional. Let me do this. He has a 24% damage reduction, and then he's going to get raise defense by 44% for 4 turns, and then 44% for 1 turn up to 12 key. So we're going to be good. And then this other Shenron is getting a 70% defense to the entire team, and then they're getting a basically getting a 20% damage reduction for or added to this Shenron Dragon or Nova. And so he has a, let me look at this. I don't know what it's going to be here. I'm going to grab this. So I have a 60% DR with Omega. Both Omegas have a 60, but we're good right now. We just need somebody else there. So I think I'm getting AGL Omega Shenron. I want to say turn 3, and I can have him in the last slot. And then whoever I'm going to float off after that, which probably should be like the Shadow Dragons or something. But okay, we broke that. I need to see you try to super me so I can counter, my guy. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Big counters here. There it is. 8 mil. Grind it in. Nova. Hey. Damn. It's kind of fierce, wasn't it? Kind of crazy. 52 though. 52 million with a 44% damage reduction. And then we raised our defense to 44% for 4 turns. That was cute. That was cute here. No supers. We're good. All right. Maybe we broke the attack from the 18 key, which I'm assuming that's what happened. I'm literally assuming that's what happened here. Okay. Broke that. He's still going. Bro, I love GT bosses, and I love just what they're doing with my mans now. We're good. Gang. All right. Remember I told y'all about SYN Shenron. So we have the damage reduction from the previous Omega, right? And so once he gets I want to make sure I'm reading this right. Once he gets when he gets a rainbow key sphere, it gets a 10% damage reduction rate for characters below the GT bosses category for 2 turns. So 2 turns, we're going to incorporate that. So we're going to add let me go here. We're going to add the 40% plus 20. So we have 100% damage reduction right now because we're getting 40% for 1 turn. So we're going to grab all of these at the end, and we're going to be doing God's work. So let me go ahead and grab this. We're going to keep this Omega right in that last slot. Even though I would rather, actually, I would rather not keep that, because let me tell you what's going to happen here. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Nova is going to be right here with this Omega Shenron, and I got to put him in the middle because it have same name linkings. So in order to prevent the same name link, I have to keep him in the 2nd slot so he can be 3rd slot. The next turn, whenever that Shenron that's being floated, which is this one in slot 7, he's going to be with turn 4. So I'm going to have to float. I'm going to keep him 2nd, even though he fits better in the 3rd. But I will say with him attacking with 12 or more key, we should be okay. I don't think this Goku is going to super us for that much until let me check. I think it's after each attack, right? Oh, no. Which each super, he goes up to 50%, attack 10%, which each turn pass up to 50. Okay, I got it. All right, so let me just grab this. And then with this Shenron dragon here, of the dragons, we need to be attacking with 24 key. And that's exactly what we're gonna do because his defense is, or his attack is lowered. So that means our attack should be up 77%. So because we have 6 GT bosses, that's 42% damage reduction plus the 20% from Shenron. So we have a 62% damage reduction right now. And we're performing, we should be really good. I won't lie, we should be really good. So let me check out this SYN Shenron. 100% damage reduction here. 52 mil. 52 mil. He's 68 million. Oh my God. Oh my God. 74? Oh, he's cracked. He's cracked. Look at this. 79. And bro, and then he's not gonna die. He's not gonna die because he has 100% DR. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. And that says 85? Did that say 85 million? Do my eyes deceive me? 89. Oh, I'm sorry. Do my eyes deceive me? Bro, he's going again, 89 million. I can't believe my eyes. Okay, so he has a 40 plus a 20 of a 60% damage reduction. We shouldn't die. We're fine. Oh my gosh. 59 million. These Shenrons are amazing. They're amazing. They're amazing. This team, these EZAs are just chefs. Chefs. Chefs.
Hell, get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
I could pop the active if I want to, which I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that. I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go here. Let me go here. I don't even want to see your active because it's been, I don't want to see it. So we're gonna go, let's do this. He hasn't had no attacks. Broke one of his attacks off. Then we're gonna go here with him. We're gonna break one of your other attacks. 73 million. Bro, listen. We are on turn 3. We're on turn 3 and he's almost dead. I am gonna grab a rainbow key sphere. I'm gonna grab some. I'm gonna try to leave some for bro over here. Let me just grab these. All right. Let me grab that. I'm gonna grab this over here because look, I got the rainbow key sphere, got the additional 10% damage reduction. Look at that 1.2 and look at that 467K. And then he literally has a 60, damn near 60 right now. So we have the 10% damage reduction. He has the per GT bosses. So that's gonna be 30. So we'll take the 10 plus the 30, which is 40, and 7 per key sphere obtains. And that's currently right here. We're currently at that's a 28%. So we have a 68% damage reduction. Yeah, we're not dying. You know what time it is. Broke both of those attack and we counter. And we counter. That's how you know we doing God's work. Look at that. Get your hands off me. Hey, grind it in. Beak, bop. Woo. Okay. 57. We're gonna pop that doughy again, right? Gonna pop the domain for the culture because I feel like with SYN Shenron next turn, he's going to really be bopping something. I can't believe my eyes. We're lowering his attack, so he's not even hitting nearly as hard as he probably could be hitting. I'm having my big shinnies out here go. Oh my God. 52 mil, 32 mil at 16 million normal. Okay, keep cooking, my guy. Keep cooking. Let me see what this is. 11. I want to try to get him active to see what he looks like with, 7. I may have to go to like the infinite stacking event that gives him at least, 7. He needs to do 7 or 8 attacks so that way he can be fully built. Because he's not being fully built right now. It's not being fully utilized. All right, here we go. Let me just pop the doughy again. No worries. Make him take a little bit more damage than what he would. And I believe he's gonna kill. One of them two gonna kill here. 791, 328, 601. All right. So we're gonna leave it to this. We're gonna take this 8 piece here. We got a defensive buff, 400k, 690k. We couldn't grab more than, can grab the 7. So I think as we grab 7, that would have attack been lower, but we're gonna grab 6, so that works. So we'll take the 6 piece, launch that additional, and we're gonna go ahead and finish off with this. I'm expecting this to be a GG because we're countering. You know, this is why I brought this man here. I brought him here for this. That's peak. Grind it in. 12 million. Just imagine if I did a super attack first, what that would look like. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know. But let me tell you what I do know. We obviously didn't counter that one. He's not going to be hitting that hard considering we have a 60%. Oh, we're good. We're good. 83 million. 83 million.
Wow.
I am impressed. This is what I wanted that Zamasu to be like. I wanted Zamasu to really run the shit like this because I want it to be like, damn, I'm really feeling it. But we got SYN Shenron out here looking like this is great. Like, he might be the greatest EZA we've gotten this year outside of the 7th anniversary units, bro. No lie. Because has Extreme class ever had an EZA of a unit that just really did God's work like this? Have we ever seen anything like this before? I don't know. Look at that, 82 million from Extreme? We bodied. We bodied. We bodied. We literally bodied. Standing ovation. And that's not my hands clapping.
What?